Did I get it right?
Selûne's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper, but yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently.
The deeper we get into Baldur's Gate, the more we seem to realize just how bad our situation is. Doppelgangers abound everywhere, and Orin could be anyone at any time, even one of my own companions. I've issued strict rules where no one is to be alone. Everyone must be accompanied by someone else at all times, preferably 2 others. I don't want to have us picked off one at a time like how Sarevok did it with so many within the Baldur's Gate hierarchy 124 years ago. So can we expect Harper's support? Unless that just means Jaheira, then no. No help will come from them because they've pretty much been infiltrated and destroyed from within. So that just leaves ourselves, and I guess Counselor Floric. That is until someone either doppelgangers her or puts a tadpole in her brain. She's beyond our reach to protect, so what help we'll get from her now that we've released her from her cell isn't something that we can fully count on. I'm starting to hate this city, and it used to be my favorite, both because of grandmother's history with it and because I've usually gotten along better here than in the other cities, especially my own capital, Vamkethran, where I was recently robbed. There are also 2 things of note that are happening, though it most likely has little to do with what we're trying to accomplish in the city. The first is that the Flaming Fist leaders seem to be, well, tampered with, as if they forget everything from the minute before. I cannot see Gortash being behind that, since he genuinely seems to want to make Baldur's Gate a stronger city. When it comes to Orin, however, I can see that having investigators within the Flaming Fist becoming a problem for her, since she's sowing chaos with all her murders. So perhaps she's the one behind it, or who knows, it could be coming from other sources as well. I don't plan on investigating this myself, but the answer could turn up as we try to get rid of the 2 remaining chosen. Then there is that nasty propaganda arm of Gortash, the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. They plan to run a story about me tomorrow, replete with blaming me for everything wrong within the city. Well, that actually could hamper our work here, if people read it and then refuse to cooperate. That's why we need to stop it from being printed, even if that means breaking in there and doing some dirty work. The city's safety is much more important than writing a fabricated, defaming story about me. Right. Now, here comes the last part of the story when it came to Kalin Soranus. We met at the Elfsong Tavern, one of the more prestigious taverns in Baldur's Gate. We ate, we drank, and we talked for hours. I was a little surprised she drank as much alcohol as she did, but when asked, she said,
"The Bitch Queen's domain is water, and all that lies within it."
Well, that was good enough for me. She also revealed that she was in fact half sea elf and half merfolk, which would sort of mean that she's a half elf as well. As I said, she was something that a lot of people couldn't quite figure out. Well, one thing led to another, and we rented a room, and the night had a great conclusion, making it one of the best nights in my life up to that point. This being a few years after that Seraphine fiasco, so I felt, well, happy for finding someone like that. Under those clothes, she certainly seemed normal. Her coloring was different, but later on I learned that she had to be fully submerged before her body changes. Though, as I said, I never felt completely unguarded around her. It's that goddess of hers and her personality being hot and cold, I realized that I could never be close with her, as in wanting much more than what we already had. But for what we had, I think it gave us both something to look forward to when we happened to be in Baldur's Gate at the same time where her church was. We only served on the same ship for a run from Baldur's Gate to Neverwinter once after the relationship began, but as you might imagine, it was one where each night we shared a bunk together. Our strange relationship endured for about 6 months, until one day I heard that the ship she was on was missing. Everyone assumed, because of where it was, that it was attacked by pirates. She and that ship or its crew was never heard from again. I didn't love her, both because my heart was very guarded just a few years after Seraphine, but I did really like her, and I wouldn't have wished that fate for her. Let's just say I actually made a prayer to Umberlee the next time I left port on a ship. And all of that was why I stopped being a sailor the first time. I came back to rejoin the age-old profession some years later, but having a lover die out there to pirates, well, it gave me pause to rethink it all. That's when I came home to be a farmer again. But, you know, being a sailor, that kind of life is at times very peaceful, even spiritual. And also, yes, very brutal. It's not for everybody, but I wouldn't have given up the experience for anything. I was always left wondering if Kalin couldn't have just jumped overboard and survived the pirate attack, since she was half merfolk. But that was around 15 years ago, and I'm sure she would have returned to Baldur's Gate since. Even so, I still wonder. Alright, so the Emperor has asked us to check out its old hideout in the Elfsong Tavern. Some of its old items may be of use to us. That, and perhaps we can gain some information by talking to people here. Just like how I remember it. Hello there.
If it were up to me, I'd replace all the flaming fists with steel watches. At least the big teapots don't make lewd suggestions when you pass by. They smell better too.
I really don't know how he did it, but somehow it's able to communicate via my tadpole. None of these people... I don't recognize anyone. No one stands out.
Very well.
Not yet. Hello there.
Drink up, Blas. We're celebrating. If you won't drink with me, I bet this stranger will. Right, stranger?
Depends. What's that you're drinking?
It's Chloe's favourite, plum prosecco. I'd rather drink almost anything else, frankly.
I'm Clovia Throaks. Pleased to meet you. Our son Gaspar has finally found himself a proper job.
Aye, security at the Steel Watch Foundry. But I still wish he'd taken up the family business.
Now, Blas, you know Gaspar never had the patience for all the stitching a tailor has to do.
A tailor. That's good, honest work.
Sewing rabbit skin cloaks? Well, that's all right for some, I guess, but not for our Gaspar.
No, our Gaspar preferred hanging around the guild hall. I was afraid he was going to end up as a guild bone breaker.
Good thing I introduced him to darling Tamia Host. She straightened Gaspar out. Found him a place in the foundry.
Clovia, you sound like an admirer of this Tamia. Are you close?
Perceptive one, aren't you? Blas, plum bubbles may have gone to my head. But I guess it's time to tell you. I'm leaving you. I'm starting a new life with Tamia. I'm going to sell the business. And the money we used to start it was mine in the first place. I'm afraid that's it. For Throaks, for cloaks. Oh, dear. The bottle's empty. Let's have another and talk about it.
I think I need to take a walk. In a minute.
Yes. Go and run and get what you can out of it. I never expected that to happen. How heartless of her. Oh, hello there.
A new Archduke? Fancy. Never had one of them before.
No, of course not, and I think that's the point. Hello.
Gortash, Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I hear he's moved into the penthouse at Worm's Rock. That place must cost a fortune. Per diem? I
actually don't know how one gets to the cellar. A cat that's sleeping. Do I have speak with animals? Hello there, kitty.
Hello, servant ape.
Servant
Would you kill
ape?
those rats, please? Their presence vexes me.
Isn't that your job? I think I found the entrance to the cellar. Hello there, chef.
Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there.
You think that I have... I haven't been here in months. Oh, you wouldn't be one of the murder targets, would you? The rats are unimportant. Your name is on a list of murder targets. You need to hide.
No. I need them rats taken care of. Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats.
You've got a great big axe on your back. Why can't you just go do it?
Look at you, just lying around, you furry chunkers. Disgraceful.
Oh, the cat also... Another cat.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Look, Tambourine. A servant comes to help us. Kill those rats, would you? When they're dead, the other servants will feed us.
Two cats here. I think the Emperor tried to tell me the cellar's just right there. I suppose the rats are down there too. Oh, this is right outside. I haven't been back here before. Never had cause to come over here. Well, before I go into the cellar, who knows what will happen down there, between the rats and whatever. What's going on with these flaming fists? Hello?
Halt, Civvy. Turn back. This is an active crime scene.
Hold on,
Another?
Formule. I'm tired of standing here. Devella's been up there for ages. Some diversion would be welcome.
Investigator Valeria told me to speak with Constable Devella.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valeria outranks her. As you were, Civvy. Fair warning, though. She's in a foul mood.
Alright, so that's what's upstairs. This obviously leads up to the... It would be nice to just sit around and drink. Not have a care in the world at the moment. Unfortunately, I have all the cares in the world, and I can't just sit around and relax. Hello, you look interesting.
Thanks again, stranger. We'll mater guide you.
Oh. I don't recognize him. I don't know why he's thanking me. Hello there.
That puffed up parvenu, Gortash, an archduke. However did they find a crown big enough for his head?
What is Baldur's... All these things keep happening to the city.
Wasn't a Grand Duke enough?
Hello.
Archduke? Lord Gortash is a trifle young for that, don't you think? Not that anyone cares what you think, or me, for that matter.
Hello there.
You talk about the honor of your order, but what about my honor? I made a deal.
Stug, if you want to join the Vigilant Knights, you have to quit beating people up.
Settle down, you two. People are trying to drink here. What's this about?
My sister Gerva has talked me into joining her Holy Helm Order, but I got a job to finish first.
Breaking the knees of debtors for the guild isn't honest work, and you know it. That's why you're giving it up.
But I already took the money for it from Uktar, so I gotta follow through. It's like an oath or something. And I know you understand oaths, Gerva.
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knights, Doug? That you're knee-breaking for goodness?
Order of Helm, sounds like. Oh, I don't want to do it for him. I'm not going to offer to do that. Well, I mean, he could be in trouble if he... You know what? Join the Order of Helm. It sounds to me Stug has to give up knee breaking effective immediately.
You know that's right, Stug. If Uktar sends someone after you, I'll back you up. And so will the rest of the knights.
You say that now, but you haven't met Uktar's enforcer, Elliot. No, you're right. I'm sick of the whole business. If Elliot comes looking for me, we'll find a way to deal with him.
This is Thieves' Guild they're talking about. I would think. Hello there, waiter.
Where is that confounded mop?
Somebody make a mess, friend?
Yes, friend. The sixth one today. You want to be my friend? Do not regurgitate on my floor.
Duly noted, friend.
Very well then. No regurgitation. That's a solemn vow, and I'm going to hold you to it.
You know, I'm not a cow. Why would you call it regurgitation? Just call it vomit. Hello.
Hello, old friend. Oh, so I assume I used to know everybody around town, but now I'm a new man.
A new man? Who were you when you were an old man?
A worried man, a playwright who lost the will to write. Now I worry no more. Can't write a word? What does it matter?
No, regurgitate, that's what birds do to feed their young. They bring it back up. I guess cows don't do that, but anyways, my mind was in the right areas. Animals do it. Oh, this looks like a barbarian. Hello.
I sure wouldn't want to be one of the flaming fists. They got the shittiest job in town. Believe me, I know something about knocking heads together.
You look like it. Hello.
From one warrior to another, I must say, it's just embarrassing the way the Flaming Fist lets this murderer go around killing people and getting away with it.
Yeah. The fists are only good for handling riots. Investigation isn't their strong suit.
You don't need subtlety to sort these matters out, just persistence. That's what I told Commander Portier, anyway.
What did the Fist Commander have to say to that?
Commander Portier says she already has some investigators she trusts. Soft-talking namby-pambies, I'd wager. But when they fail, and they will, count on it, she knows where to find Dame Gizarm. And then, it'll be my turn.
I don't know if this is drink talking for a lot of these people or what. They think very highly of themselves. Hello there, waiter.
See Alan at the bar for drinks. I'm busier than a two-pecker goat.
A two-pecker goat? Can't imagine such a thing, but whatever. Hello there, barkeep.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is.
Business going well?
With all this talk of war, what else the folk to do but drink? I reckon the murder we'd had something to do with it too. Got punters all intrigued. On that morbid note, what can I get you fine self?
Tell me about the murder.
Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Balin Stelmane.
Oh, she
was a
died
duke.
here.
Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are always grand for business. At least, I hope.
There used to be a ghost here. Talk of one, at least. So I'm looking for a place to stay.
I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's nothing to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over.
You're optimistic, which makes you so sure it'll all blow over.
City always wins. There's always some hero that saves the day. It's the way things work.
Is it now? Well, that's pretty optimistic. I can go for that. Hand over 200 gold.
Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub.
Good advice, don't sleep above a pub. Right, so, let's go downstairs. Closes. What's everybody looking at?
Like giving you what other people have been picking at, but there's a whole chicken someone's only took a leg off. I wouldn't give you anything I wouldn't eat myself.
Can I have that, please, sir?
Of course, love. And please don't call me sir. I'm barely even a chef.
Thank you.
Alright, what's going on here?
It's not much, but handing out leftovers is the least I can do with the absolute almost upon us.
Ah. You know what, that's pretty good of him. Carry on, then.
Oh, I've also got some fruit this time, would you believe it?
Alright, we have a basement to go kill rats in, it would seem.
Also, some leeks, which I realised...
Wow. You know, I thought there'd be some rats here. I didn't think it would be so infested you can't walk 10 feet without bumping into one. And these aren't small either. You know what we need? Well, fireball can only handle so much. Be a bit of a waste, though, to use a big spell for all these rats. Well, whatever. Something area effect. I'll just go get all these rats here. Overkill, but, well, got rid of over half. Or did it? Yeah, it did. Most of them are dead.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Probably not. Let's kill this nearest one.
Let's get this over with.
I believe I'm killing rats now. Alright. Who else wants to go?
This is my time.
It's your time to kill rats. Wow. What exactly? How come there's... Oh. Does it do area effect fire? Interesting weapon you have there. And the rest are frightened.
Coming through.
Oh, that fire's really helped. Maybe we should have just thrown a bunch of whatchamacallits at them. Those things that blow up and have fire.
Oh, the iron is hot.
There's one left.
What now?
Guess I gotta jump over the fire. These things, alchemist fire.
Getting close. The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks.
Right, so who wants to loot the rats now? I guess not.
Moving ahead.
That is a lot of rats. They're half the size of the cats, too. Ew. Chopped up leg? Or pig? I saw that wrong.
I need to rest soon.
Chopped up pig. Somebody really liked pigs here. Keepsake ring. I wonder what this is. Dominate beast. Well, we can sell that. You said by the wine rack, right? So, I'm guessing the next room.
On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
Oh. Not sure why you need a button when this is broken open like this, but anyways, I'll press it. Yeah, I guess it went further than I thought. To the other side, then. Oh, that's getting a little bit more interesting.
Psionic detector's been activated. There must be Gith hostiles nearby.
Yes. Well, what if they want to speak to, Lae'zel? Let's just grab Lae'zel. Guess we're up for a big fight if the Gith are nearby. Well, proper place to stay. Where are you, Lae'zel?
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously ordinary.
Don't you have cities, Githyanki cities? Voss has gone underground. He'll be waiting for us there.
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
I'd like you to join with me.
Make space, and my might is yours.
Replace Will, I guess.
Well chosen.
Oh. I guess we could take this. Nice. Take all. What do you think of the new, area? Oh, with us?
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Nothing new to say. Same old Withers. Let's clean myself off. Alright, so if we want something, we can use the dumbwaiter.
Call out, but there is no answer. The staff operate the dumbwaiter at night.
I see. Oh, that actually makes sense. What do you think of these surroundings there, Yenna?
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Alright, well, you keep saying that. And I keep on waiting. Why are you three over here and this four? Wow. These are interesting beds. It's quite the step up from just camping, which I've been doing for months now, but I'm used to that sort of thing. White-haired Shadowheart.
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home.
Good. Better than hating the place without remembering why.
I suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to.
Right. I'll speak to you later. Jahira?
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks.
We can't pick a fight while he's surrounded by his steel watch.
We could. It would just be a very short one. We cannot expect either of the chosen to fall easily. But fall they must, if we are to have all 3 stones to command the brain. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it.
Alliance? I don't want anything to do with them.
Just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of.
No, he's going down, for certain. That's for certain. So, I mean, what do you think of his warning of the doppelganger in our camp?
It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not?
What?
A Harper learns to doubt. To peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not.
Interesting.
When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it?
Out of curiosity, have you thought any more about how we might find this legendary Minsk?
I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. 9 Fingers Keen.
A name
Nine
known
Fingers
and
King.
feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild,
Yeah, the
which in
thieves.
turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
How didn't the guild? You throw in your lot with the thieves.
9 Fingers is much more than a thief. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't learn of sooner or later.
I read about
How
her.
hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall. We will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Yes. I read about her. Isn't she from Kalimshan, originally? I think so. I read it when we were in the Druid's Grove, I think. Will.
Welcome to the lower city.
Wow, and I thought
where
I needed to
Baldur's
clean
Gate
up.
truly comes alive.
Alright. What do you think of the city, Halsa? I know you were having trouble earlier with it, with the refugees
I
situation.
received a dispatch from the Grove.
Did you?
Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended.
I hope
My
so.
chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
Especially if you don't come back. With whatever happens out here. Don't downplay your achievements. The Shadow Curse would still hold sway if not for you.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid, to be a leader.
You served the Grove well and found a worthy successor. No one can ask more of you.
Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oak Father willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long, I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
You're right, Karlak.
I made it back. I'm here. Thank the gods. Thank the gods.
Now, just don't blow up. Gale?
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
Don't you have like a, couldn't you come up with something to detect doppelganger amongst us? It would be nice, if there is such a thing. Asterion.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world.
Are you alright?
Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
No. Well. You know what? I'm not sure. I want to keep Gale in for when we go upstairs to look at the investigation. I want Jaheira with us, but you know what? We don't need Jaheira. Asterion.
Need something?
Not for the moment. We don't need her. Need you in my party.
Perhaps if you lost a follower or two. I prefer to travel in smaller groups. It's more intimate.
Right, swap out with Jaheira.
Well, in that case, I'm all yours.
Oh. There's the other side. A hookah. Hello again.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Well, you certainly are high on yourself. Alright. Bask in your glow. Isabel.
Keeping very well, I hope?
Yes, I am. Thank you. I hope you are keeping well, too. Lots of beds up here. Well, of course we would have the whole place. I mean, I guess, you know, a lot of inns, they don't really rent rooms. Hey, we brought a statue of me. They rent, beds. Let's go. We've got some Githyanki to kill, and then some investigation to look into. We've got to find our way into that, what you call it? That propaganda machine across the street from here.
Githyanki. Blackhead has found us. Get rid of them, quickly.
We will be ready. In the meantime, tear every brick out if you have to. If it doesn't come, we must find evidence of its whereabouts.
2 to the left, 2 to the right, 3 to the right. Well, 1 in the middle. Oh, 3 to the left. So there's 7 of them. This could be a bit of a fight. The one in the middle looks very powerful. Alright, everybody, we're gonna have to give it all that we have.
You have my attention.
Right, good. I need your attention. Where's that thing here? Spells of protection would be nice. Scroll of Globe of Vulnerability. Makes everybody inside immune to damage. Right, so let's get this set up. Right, let's get set up, shall we? Now, there's nothing more that you can do. So wait there.
No one stopped me yet.
This may be stupid, but I'm going to go and confront them. We will go down there. You start shooting if things turn sour, which I'm sure they will.
Lae'zel, glad you could join us. The Githyanki have spread word of that artifact that you carry. Tell me, Lae'zel of Kalin, what reward do you think the astral prism will fetch once I pluck it from your corpse and present it to Vlaakith? What honors, what riches will the Undying Queen grant me when I hand her the failed prince?
Stand down. I protect the prism on our queen's behalf.
The Undying Queen cares not for who delivers her the prism and the traitor prince within. All that matters is that it is delivered. The false heir's head will make a fine trophy for Vlaakith. As for you, I will leave nothing behind but meat and shattered bone.
Orpheus is the Githyanki's true prince. You will not take him.
Damnable whelp. For 1,000 years I have given my life to Vlaakith. I will deliver to her the Prince of the Comet. She shall exalt me. The Gish will record my great deed in slate. Shema Zala Vlaakith!
Right. Well, she's far enough away. Gale, you have the initiative. I'm not sure what you can even do with it at the moment, though. Yvard's black tentacles. Can you reach over there? There's supposed to be 3, is there not? I don't see the 3rd one. Ah, go for it. Right, just get back a bit. And he has his elemental, his air elemental. No, that's still too close. This is, you gotta get up to them. Perhaps you should fly. Ah, not close enough. Yeah. Well. Soulbreaker. Nice hit. Another none. Of course, I brought out us. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but obviously they're going to come. Ugh, hearing that brain skitter around. Ugh. And she's stunned, so that's worked out well. Plant growth. Wonder if I couldn't use this on them over there. Oh, now I only see 2 of them. It would be good to do that. Ha! Take that. Really not much I can do. Can drink this. And I can... I guess that means I cannot Misty Step, so there goes that. But I can get up to her.
My feet.
Failure, love. Shriek. Trying to hold us. Actually, it's not a bad idea. I've got a few scrolls of those. Oh, they're bringing in a friend, are they? I'm not sure how that turned to fire over there. It's supposed to be plant growth.
Certainly.
What can you do? Too far away. Ice storm. Oh, that'll get all three. Go for it. It's out that fire too. Not that that would do a bad thing, but I don't... How did the fire even happen, by the way? Hey. Oof. That's rather irritating. You missed. That's no good. Can I cast this whole person?
Here goes nothing.
Oh. Wasn't expecting that. I thought she was stunned. Right, the only one I can really do this to is this one. And it worked. And you... Nah. Are you blind, Gale? Ugh. That's irritating. What can you do? What can you do? Well, I suppose... everything's a bit too far. No. Nothing's going to work. Unless you want to blind yourself again. Would double blind take away the first one? Let's see what we can do. There's no way he cannot cure himself from this blindness. He needs something like a cleric to use a restoration on him. Nothing he cannot teleport. The only real thing that he can do to help is using lightning bolt. And he can't get these targets up here. It's too high. Best one to use that on would be this one here. Or even this one. I don't know. Try to finish it off. Seemed to work. It's very hurt.
Indeed.
It's temporary, but it lasts long enough to really throw a wrench into this battle here. Oh. It's got to be the same target. That one's held, so this one is not. Use this. Ow! Would you stop targeting me? We have to finish their leader off. And she's down. Right. You are not going to like this. Does that not do any... Doesn't seem to harm them.
My breath.
Right, let's finish this one off then.
Blood follows me everywhere.
I'm actually quite hurt. Do I not have the means to cure? Yes, lesser restoration. What's the range on that though? Well, it must be some confusion here, because he is blinded. Well, I can hit this one, so I'll do it. You know what? Potion. Yeah, that's much better. That's all I can do. Really? You're still standing? Take this. Standing no more. I'm gonna... You know what would be great? If I threw bombs at them. It's always great to throw bombs at your enemy. Take this.
Ends well.
Another one down. One's prone. There should be two on this side. Oh. Thank you for coming closer. You've only helped. Black tentacle hurt him. Well, so, you were blinded, but seems to have gone away. Right, well, you're back in action then. How far can you go? Oh, that's too bad, Gale. You were closer. Right then, I think you should get as close as you can.
Move.
Oh, you know what? We are kind of missing you, Asterion. We've had the fun and you haven't joined in all this fun. Too far. We could have done it without you. Well, it wouldn't be as enjoyable. There we go. Blind that one. Right. You need to get over there, that's the problem. And you can't. You just get a little closer. Not going to work, no matter what you do. Right, so if that's not going to work, Fireball will. Here we go. Oh. Well, this is most vexing. Nothing you can do to them over there. You can't even reach over there. Too far. Right then. But the only thing you can do is this. Oh, you got him. Good job. Oh.
It's Aladdin.
Another one down. Oh, you held a Styrian just when he started going at you guys. Sounded like a very painful death.
Blackhead is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon. Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
We're gonna have to dismiss you when we get out of here, us.
What's in here?
I am getting over encumbered. Right, so still carrying a lot of weight. Their leader. Overconfident leader. What's this? Boots of psionic movement. When you cast fly, you do additional psychic damage to your enemies. So, but will Lae'zel ever be able to do that? That's the question.
How much further can I go?
Ledger of Waterdeep Depths. Ledger of debts from high-ranking officials in Waterdeep, annotated with a handwritten comment. For favors, start at top in order of descending importance. An Archduke's leadership. Public Works. A pamphlet by the Gortash for Archduke voluntary campaign. As Archduke, Lord Gortash's top priority will be public works, to ensure that the city's streets, sewers, docks, and most importantly, its walls and gates are properly maintained. No policy can be more important. Interesting that he would go with that. We did get one over here. So they had a portal. I guess they used to get in here. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I'm not into the arcane. You just cast it to go anywhere you want. Investment opportunities. Ledger of potential investment leads in Kalimshan. Elm Raven, Shipyards buy. Kalteran Cattle buy. Kalimport sell. Manshaka, best steer clear for now. Memnon, Seafood, buy. Tesh Burl, sell. Investment leads in Kalimshan. Okay, so what was he going on about? Or it, sorry. It has a male-sounding voice now. I much preferred it the other way. I wish that the real form was... the one that I'd perceived from the beginning. On the inevitability of moral decay and its benefits. The benefits part. Has me curious. Like the essay on the inevitability of moral decay, the opportunities it presents, and the ways to capitalize upon them. Introduction. Chapter 1. Morality is not absolute. Chapter 2. Why moral decay is not immoral. Chapter 3. One man's decline is another man's gain. Chapter 4. Those who play and those who make the rules. Chapter 5. How to win the game. Interesting. To silence. The following individuals are a threat to our operations and need to be silenced. Lil Larthan of House Ali Bakar. Earth of House Nashiva. Carborant of House Salamshant. Remforth, that sounds like it's from Am, actually. Or even Kalimshan, perhaps. Remforth, the Putrid. You really have a name like that. The Putrid. Of the Cowled Wizards, that's definitely an Am. Lord Hekath. Harbor Master Peterson. The Putrid. Well, you know, I mean, perhaps.
My magic.
Perhaps he has like poison spray or acid splash, but none of that's putrid. Bone chill. Why would you name yourself the Putrid?
Can't give up now.
Maybe he just really smells. There's a silver key here.
Don't mind if I do.
Inroads by arms dealer Gortash. 9 fingers. Here follows a report on the inroads upstart smuggler Enver Gortash has been making on the illicit arms trade in the Chanthar Valley. Though inroads badly understates the case, annexation would be more apt. The former black market leaders, Knights of the Shield, and outside the city, the Zentrum, have largely been supplanted by Gortash's operation. Illegal arms have never been a major component of the guild's business, but given his apparent ambitions, it would be unwise to assume that Gortash will stop there. He bears watching closely. Bursar Uktar. Right.
Slow down.
None of this is why we even came down here. Note about the shield Sylvam. Oh, what does this say? Thanks to Gortash's steel watches, it's become more and more difficult to have eyes on what's going on in the city. Hear me out. What if we can make a play to reclaim the shield of Sylvam? I don't even know what that is. If it can keep a beholder at bay, surely I can do something to get around those damn scrying eyes. Okay. Shield of Sylvam. Perhaps that's something we need to, or we should look into. Okay, so... investigate the murders. Yes, that's upstairs. Rovier's storehouse. The rats are dead. We should speak to Chef Rovier. Visit the Emperor's old hideout. With the Githyanki hunting party dispatched, we can explore the hideout further, perhaps even claiming some useful items. Ah! What did he say, though? Or it say? Is it a lever? A button? I guess I'm gonna have to pay attention. Is this not Helm? The Watcher. Now that kind of looks like it opens up behind there. Maybe we need to sit on the granite bench on either side.
No traps, please.
Seriously doubt it, but I'd do it out of desperation if I can't get in there. Did he say behind a bookshelf? Something? This may take a while. Maybe it's something we're supposed to look for? Something that's hard to see?
That might be worth a look.
Oh, we just found it, I think. Probably said something like behind the statue. There's a button.
My old home. Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful to you.
Sword of the Emperor.
My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
Let me see it. Sword of the Emperor. Well, it's got a better damage enchantment than what I'm currently using. Ah. It has enchantment to deal additional damage to shapeshifters and polymorph creatures. And it helps against being attacked by spells. Truth be told, I do think it is better. In what way? It does not use finesse, though. Which is a problem, because I'm using these gloves. I would prefer it, but... Oh. Seems to be equivalent. Well, I guess I hold on to it. You can use that for now. Right, what else is here? A unique shell. Is it worth anything?
A shell. A keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality. My old wardrobe. The home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be. And so appearances matter.
Yeah, so I would have hoped. You should have stayed the way you used to look. She was actually quite attractive. Cerebral Citadel armor. Well, it's heavy armor. The enchantment says you can't be frightened. It does protect you against illithid. If the wearer is infested by a mind flayer tadpole. Oh, well, I do think that we'll be able to use that. And Cerebral Citadel gloves. I'll take it. Of course. What else? Is that your special fork?
My cutlery set. A gift from my mother. The butter knife is missing, but otherwise it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still.
Oh. And you don't want to be what you used to be. You know, that would be a very happy ending if we got rid of Stelmane's portrait. If we got rid of the Absolute and the Chosen and the Elder Brain, of course, and that's all dealt with, and Orpheus is freed, and the Githyanki have a civil war, which who knows how long that could rage on for, thousands of years, and maybe they'll destroy themselves. Either way, it'd be a happier ending than what we have now. But if I could somehow change the Emperor back to what they used to be, what if that is what the Emperor used to look like? I doubt it, but wouldn't that be a happy ending? What I saw the Emperor as. Notes on Mind Flayer anatomy. Insights gleaned from research. Mind Flayers must consume the brains of humanoids in order... I believe I've read this. I don't really want to read this again. Eating people. Nasty. Eating people's brains. Stelmane's portrait.
There she is, in all her glory. Duke Belin Stelmane.
Beautiful. She is beautiful, or at least picture shows her, or painting shows her as being beautiful. What's with the chains? Were you held?
The chains I used to bind my needs.
Oh.
Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality where I could.
You are definitely a unique illithid. Empty brain jar.
An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now.
Right. I don't even want to think of that. Why don't you eat us? Although I would like to keep us around for a while. Recipe for fiddlehead soup.
A recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine. When I had need of meals like that.
You know, that's just all very disgusting. You even have a book detailing how illithids eat people's brains. I don't even want to think of that. Well, there's a sword and there's some armor down here, so far. Dog collar.
Here we go.
You had a dog?
Collar. My poor four-legged friend. Their lives are so brief, so simple, and yet full.
Something over there.
Something over where? I don't see anything? Okay. Oh, don't tell me this place goes even deeper. I thought we were done with it. Come on. Maybe this leads outside. Maybe this is the way the Emperor came and went. That would actually make sense. Nothing here. Vase. Where is it? Vase. Oh. Into the sewers? Well, we found our way in the sewers. I think. This leads up. Invasion plans. How come there's so many invasion plans for everywhere? Who's... Halsin?
No, you can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air.
What? Run from who?
Orin.
I thought so,
Orin
but...
the Red. She tormented me with blades and hot irons. I resisted. But then she forced me to drink a foul brew. The rabid, cursed blood of all manner of beasts.
So you're saying the Halsin is the doppelganger?
I lost control. I felt the bear take over. Blood crazed. And she forced me into a cage. Along with... with children taken from the streets.
Oh.
I was powerless to stop myself.
That's terrible.
Their screams. Her laughter. It's all I can hear. I do not deserve to see the sun again. She's too strong. You have to turn around. Go. Let me buy you some time. She's coming for you.
Unless you're the doppelganger. You will not stand alone. We face her together.
You face her already.
No, you're Orin. Doesn't matter. I suspected as much that you were a doppelganger.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy?
Yeah, give it to me.
Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet.
You know, something that might drive her completely mad is if you were unable to die. I think she'd lose her mind. Whatever she has left of it. Imagine she tried stabbing you over and over again and you just wouldn't die. Well, that would be horrible torture for you, but... Anyways, I'm just trying to think of ways to get in her head after she's just tried to do it to us several times. So what have you done with Halsin?
Nothing. No, not a thing. Still gasping and gagging on the foul airs of Baal's temple.
Really?
I will not slice. His kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new. Sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you.
What, are you trying to, in some bizarre way, trying to reclaim the grandson of one of the children of Baal? This might drive her nuts. That's no god you hear, it's your own twisted imagination.
No, I am Baal's chosen. He shows me glorious visions. Your flesh cleaved, your joints popped and broken. An altar slick with your sacrifice. But the dream, it flickers. I cannot focus on it. It is not yet complete. You must be made perfect. You must be sharpened.
So what, you're not going to try to... Why don't I just kill her right now? Wouldn't that just end... a third of the problems I'm dealing with at the moment? Gortas a second, and the Elder Brain the other third. I can kind of get what she means. She's going to continue to attack and try to, I don't know. Whatever. Enough of these riddles. Speak plainly.
You'd prefer my whispers in the tyrant's tongue,
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath never to hang him from the hooks. Drip drain him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
There we slice and shred each other.
Ooh.
The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is Baal's. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the Netherstones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Interesting. So you're stabbing your ally in the back, or rather asking me to.
Allies? No. We had a balance. The chosen three. But it tumbled when you turned the Bone Lord to ash. Now, Gortash tries to gouge me from the city. That festering inadequate thinks me a flesher, butchering and cleaving only to whip the herd towards his tin men's oppression. You must kill him, gore him like a pig prepped for the spit. Only then will you be sweet and sharp, ready for the Murder Lord's purpose.
I wonder if that isn't actually better. Gortash is removed, and then I go and face her. And the assassins, and well, Halsin will still be alive. Hopefully. I don't think you can trust her with anything, but better that than nothing. She may just kill Halsin as soon as Gortash is killed, or she may have done it already. And the assassins don't continue to attack us. Sounds like you can't defeat Gortash without me. You need me.
Need? No. I do not need. You are made of nothing. Meaningless flesh and bone. I do not need.
It's obvious you do.
Baal's age approaches, and you could be there to see it. An idol of flesh, made to welcome his bleeding dawn. There is time for you yet. Time to save.
You know, I can't wait till I'm not looking at her nasty face anymore.
Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again.
Ugh.
But listen close, Bone Killer. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery. The victor will set the world to slaughter.
This kind of does sound like a better way.
Baal's offer. He will not make another.
I never agreed to anything. Well, you can shove that offer up your ass. Especially didn't make a paladin's oath towards it. I haven't agreed to Gortash. I'm just kind of... I said I'd think about it, did I not? And I definitely did not agree to Orin. Ew, she's so despicable. How can somebody be that insane? Where exactly are we now, Emperor? I guess this is just the sewers. Really smells down here. Patient log, Duke Balin Stelmane. A journal stamped with the officialcy of Duke Balin Stelmane appears to be an attendance log of the care given during the Duke's ongoing illness. She had a... Wait, I think he did say something like that. The Emperor said something. The most recent entries detail a deterioration in the Duke's condition. Can't explain the relapse. Duke lacks appetite, awareness, or anything, or interest in anything. Occasionally asks after visitor, which I suspect might be the cause of current condition. Duke used to receive visitor in private every 10 day. Always hooded and cloaked. Always shown in and left to attend Duke privately. No luck in finding, oddly enough. Can't recall visitor's gender or even stature. Could be half-orc or halfling for all I know. I seriously doubt. I mean, it's so tall. Why would you think it's a halfling? Hoping for their return, visits appear to ease the Duke's mind and body greatly. Oh, it probably couldn't because the Emperor was then stuck in the astral prison. Yeah, actually, I would agree. If I had to, I would make a bargain with, unfortunately, with Orin. Just to keep her off our back. But you know what? I think that she's just assumed that we did agree to it. Or maybe she thinks I don't have a choice because of Halsin. So, scroll of detect thoughts. There's a pouch right there. Nothing in that. Let's take the scroll. Wispweed. A traveler's chest. Scroll of sunbeam. Music box. And traveler's chest. Lots of things to sell now. Can I jump up there? I can't get this music box. Can't reach it. Okay, wow. Stack of books. Notes on sonic manipulations and countermeasures. This is where all the stink is coming from. It really smells in here. Those fumes is not something I just want to go and breathe in. There's a lever over there. Perhaps that will stop the fumes. There's also vents where it's coming out of. I mean, I could use a potion to prevent myself from being poisoned. It looks like we can keep on going this way, but it's like a whole area for us to explore. Let's first go up out of here, see where this leads, and then we'll go back inside. Oh. That's what the way we went down. Right then. Let's go back up and see about that investigation. Hopefully that won't take that long. Who knows? There could be a whole Githyanki group up there that wants to fight us, or maybe some other doppelgangers. But she did say she'd keep the assassins off us. I do think we should probably rest, and we've also gained in skills, so let's go through here. The rats. And you know what? Let's go speak to that chef. Maybe the cats will be happy with me too. They said they'll be fed. Or did they mean they'll be able to eat the rats? I don't know. I had a feeling it meant the chef will feed them.
We don't want Chef Revere overhearing us. And don't push.
Right, I have your rats killed.
Speak up.
You kill the rats, yes? I heard commotion in the cellar. Good. Perfect. Here, you take this. And do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept most peeled for murderous knaves.
That's it.
Start the sturge fixing, I guess.
Okay. It's auto mount it gave me. 336. Oh, us, you need to go away. There. I suppose you can keep your air elemental, although it might disturb some people.
No, never mind.
Where's the cat? Hey, kitty.
What's up for discussion?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, the servant ape.
Hello again. You were only doing your job, but still, thanks for killing those rats. Now I can repose decorously in peace.
Okay. Lazy cat. Now, where's the other one? Or did they both take off?
Should mind my step.
Maybe they did both take off. Oh, I just saw the cat over there.
Residents are known to partake in all three, substantially.
Is that so? I assumed there'd be little time for frivolity amongst all the fighting.
Eternity is long, Gale. Long enough to pursue endeavors beyond combat. Githyanki writes symphonies, craft liquors, paint frescoes. When they aren't in fierce battle with Gage, of course.
Okay, let's just return to our room. Oh, Halson. I didn't have a very good feeling. I don't know. Not that I saw this coming. He didn't seem to be happy being here. Oh, the elf song. Let me read that. Oh, sing a song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's Gate, empire golden built on trade, could not avert his fate. When three, though dead, assailed his port, transformed, he fell their thrall. Succumbed as threat from nether years arose to conquer all. Now hope is gone, or so it seems. The game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played. Newcomers place a bet. A knave, a wizard, devil, Gith. The odds are cast anew, and Baldur's fate now turns upon the whims of fortune's few. Is this supposed to be in reference to us? Interesting. Why the wizard? Gale have a big part to play in this. And I'm the knave, am I? Perhaps it's a prophecy. Poor Halson.